Okay, no. I'm sorry, you're bugging, bro. Nothing beats the OG trilogy. OG Star Wars trilogy. The new Spider-Man trilogy, I'm sorry, it's not even in the top 10. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, I love No Way Home, but it doesn't go near the epicness that Star Wars goes to. Let me explain why. Meet Luke Skywalker. He's our hero for this nice OG trilogy. This is him in episode 4. What Luke wants is hope, and he dreams about leaving his homeworld to be a star pilot. But sadly, in the first movie, his aunt uncle dies, and he has to go off-world to find out what the fuck happened. Because he has no other choice but leave his homeworld. And he goes with his Uncle Ben because that's his only, way to find out who his father was. And he wants to find out the truth. I'm sorry, I'm bullshitting this story. I'm bullshitting Star Wars. But, yeah, you get what I mean. Okay, let's fast forward to episode 5. We meet Yoda, Luke Skywalker's mentor now. He has to face the truth inside a cave. And the truth is that if he goes up against Darth Vader, he will turn to the dark side. And that puts fear into Luke's heart. So what happens? In his anger, he goes to fight Darth Vader. And we all know what happens with that. He discovers the truth. No, I am your father. Everyone knows that, bro. It's one of the most iconic lines of all time. And what happens with that? Let's fast forward to episode 6. It's a completely different character. Look at him. And look at him at part 4. A goofy, silly kid becomes the man, the myth, the legend, the Jedi Knight, Luke Skywalker. Do you see what I mean? It's like an arc. It's called a character arc. Let's meet Peter Parker. And I love his character in Civil War. Honestly, one of the highlights of the whole movie. And then Homecoming, it's a nice transition. Okay, now this is when it gets weird. Spider-Man goes to space, fights fucking Thanos, dies. Spider-Man fucking dies. Do you understand what I'm saying? He dies. He gets dusted. He fights in the endgame final battle. It's a fucking war. And he's swinging around and shit. And he doesn't just fight. He has an essential part in the whole plot of the fight. In the final battle. And then in Far From Home, he's confessing his love to MJ. Don't get me wrong. If it was Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, I wouldn't really mind it. But he went through through the pain that all the Avengers went through. And he's what? It's a day in the park for him. It doesn't make sense. He's still the same goofy character from Homecoming till Far From Home. As if he didn't go through a fucking war like everyone else. It doesn't make sense. And then No Way Home, it does thank God it fixed Peter Parker's character. Because in the fucking end, thank God they fixed it. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. Aunt May dies and shit. And it needed it. He needed pain.